Today, we're having a shootout between two rivals in video.
Gimbal versus
Handheld.
Sup little pickles, welcome to San Francisco.
I thought it would be fun for only like 2 or 3 days to fly from Toronto to San Francisco, so now I'm here hanging with this girl, Kitty,
She's
from A
crazy.
Toll of Visuals. Yeah, I'm a little crazy, but you can't hate a girl for wanting to travel, right? We thought it would be super fun today because Kitty loves shooting with gimbals, and you shoot with them like most of the time, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and I almost always shoot handheld, so I thought it would be a little fun exercise for us to battle out shooting the same location with the same lens. We're both shooting with the 24-70 G Master lens, and then see who captured the location best, or what the pros and cons are of shooting each of these different ways.
And the location I chose is the Palace of Fine Arts in San Francisco because there's amazing architectural details, there's a pond, there's swans, birds,
Yep.
awesome trees, and the light is golden right now.
Yeah, the light's getting really good, the sun's going down, so sorry, we don't have a lot of time. We gotta start.
I know.
Bye.
Chasing light here.
So now we're back after shooting, and now we're gonna show you the sequences that each of us shot. Gimbal versus handheld.
Roll the clip. I hope you guys like both of our clips, and let us know which one you like better in the description box below. But what we're gonna do right now is tell you guys why we liked shooting exclusively with a gimbal and why we liked exclusively shooting with a handheld rig, and some of the things that we missed out on and we feel like were a bit harder for both of us. I used the Moza Air 2 as my gimbal today, and I did a lot of long tracking shots. Like walking shots are really good on a gimbal because you won't see that step motion that you would with maybe handheld. It's really good with running shots as well. I could do orbital shots, but with like a handheld, for instance, you would have to take sequences of your shots instead of like doing a full motion.
Yeah, because I was shooting most of this in 120p, I could take snippets of it that looked really good, but I wouldn't be able to use the entire movement, for example. It was a lot harder for me because I feel like a gimbal just is a better way to get wider, I think, fluid shots of like architecture or buildings or
Real
something like that.
estate's really good for it.
I became my own steady rig at times. So like to get my own really smooth like pan, or if I wanted to rotate around you or anything, I would literally, I don't know if I can show you, it's like
Did
sitting
you stop
here.
breathing too?
I did, I
Like,
stopped breathing.
okay.
I would spread my legs out really, this is getting dirty. I would spread my legs out.
Well, it's true.
And then I would just like move from one leg to the other one. But the wider my legs were, oh my God, I can't. The wider my legs were, the longer my movement could be, but I couldn't like step in between that. I couldn't.
Because you'll see it.
Because you'll see the camera shake. Everything I shot was a lot shorter. Like they were shorter snippets, which is why I shot in 120p, because I could slow that down, add warp, and lengthen it, even though it didn't seem as long when I was shooting it.
Yeah, you have to cut it more fast paced or have more edit cuts and different shots when you're shooting more handheld. Yeah, you could get crazy with the angles with gimbals too. Like sometimes I was backing up while walking, and then I'd pan up, and then I'd pan all the way around to see the other side, and it was just still super smooth. But handheld, that might be a challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good for speed rounds too, because it'll be really smooth. If you did that whole thing handheld, you'll see like the shake, shake. Okay, shake, shake.
Yeah, yeah, you'll see that. And it's a lot more work in post handheld to make all of that look smooth. But with that said, that's still what I use most often because it's such a small amount of gear I need to do it. And when I'm going out, like when I'm traveling and things like that, and also like I keep joking around that I'm weak, I don't love holding a huge gimbal.
Yeah.
Because it's a smaller rig, it takes you less time to quickly reframe and to change your shot. Remember what happened with the birds? This like big flock of birds just took off, and we were both like, oh, we have to get that right now. And I could literally just do this and press record, whereas it was a lot more work for you.
For me, I had it in inception mode, so I wanted it to rotate, but as the birds were flying this way, it was rotating the opposite direction.
Yeah.
So I couldn't mentally just tell it where to go. I had to think about, like, which direction does this dial go? And in the end, I missed it because it wasn't rotating the correct way.
Yeah.
So you really have to know your gear if you're using gimbals, especially when you're run and gun and you're on top of it and something happens, you need to be on it.
Yeah.
And then changing lenses is also a little difficult because when you're on a gimbal, you have to rebalance everything.
Yeah.
Like no matter how strong the motors are, if I change the 24 to 70 G Master to like a wide 10 to 18, I have to rebalance everything and make sure I have the time to do it. Handheld, you just switch lenses and you keep shooting and you're good to go.
Way more run and gun. Way more run and gun.
So another benefit with gimbals is you don't have to shoot in 60 or 120 because it's stable as is. You could be shooting in 4K 24 if that's your thing.
Yeah, not every type of motion or the subject that you're shooting is going to work in 60 or 120p.
Yeah, they might be talking to camera and you need to be shooting in 24. So it definitely helps in those type of situations.
Yeah. Don't not shoot something because you're like, oh, I don't have a gimbal. There's no way I can capture this.
Yeah.
Like I said, most of the B-roll you're seeing in all of my YouTube videos are handheld because that's what I feel like I'm good at, and it's run and gun and it's easy and I can just pop up and shoot whatever I need to shoot.
A lot of people shoot just handheld and it works amazing.
Yeah, and for YouTube videos, like I need to get them out every week, so I need them to be fast. If I were, if I had more time on set, then I would be taking out a gimbal, taking my time to set up, but especially when you're traveling, we only have so much time at each location. Yes. Don't shut yourself down if you don't have a gimbal or if you don't feel like you have a lot of video gear. You can still make something really awesome and really, really cool.
Even with your phone.
Yeah, even with your phone. You don't need to have like an amazing camera, an amazing lens. Just film stuff and just start making things so that when you are able to upgrade your gear later on, that you already have practice. So the way that you're shooting can also give you a feeling about what you're seeing and can kind of contribute to your storyline as well. So consider that whether you're deciding to shoot like with a slider, handheld, gimbal, whatever. Tripod. If you're trying to shoot like a metal music video, for example, you wouldn't necessarily want to go in with a gimbal and have these really pretty long fluid shots.
That'd be weird.
It would be so weird.
A lot of those cop chase scenes are always fast moving, all up and down. Horror movies, they'll use handheld to kind of create a feel of uneasiness, for example. The other thing we wanted to mention was it's also really great to have a variety of shots in whatever you're shooting. So mixing it up between a gimbal and mixing it up with your handheld shots is going to make it more interesting. Like I started getting bored shooting everything at a certain point because I was like, these are all starting to look the same. I'm kind of repeating the same movements. I'm just losing options of how to shoot things because I can't take more than one step. And I can't shoot longer than just, doing something like this. And having a mix of both is really going to allow you to really capture the space you're in or whatever action it is and make a more interesting video. Agreed.
Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Thank you, Kitty.
Yay.
For battling it out with me. That was super fun.
So fun.
And speaking of fun videos, we're doing another one on Kitty's channel, and it's about your client horror stories. And then we will hopefully be able to give you some constructive advice on how you could have avoided those, but also good stories.
Hopefully give you constructive advice.
I think we will, because we're gonna shoot it right after this. But anyways, go check out that video, and thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to like this video. If you liked it, subscribe if you're not already to my channel and to Kitty's, because she's dope, and she has tons of really cool content over there, so definitely check her out. And don't forget to hit the notification bell to get notified when we post new videos, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!
Bye!
2, 1.
Done.
Now it's really over.